Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn April 6, 2022. The best version of yourself tends to shine forth when in one-on-one situations and partnerships today. Others tend to bring out the best in you. Whether or not you are aware of it, you attract people and situations that benefit your personal growth at this time in your life. Today is good for making an extra effort to reach out. It's a time to believe in your ability to contribute much to a partnership. Someone can have an unusually encouraging and positive effect on you. Aim to address any need that might arise in a current relationship for growth and development rather than wait for matters to force themselves. Things are heating up in your love life today. So, it really all depends on how you respond to these saucy attempts. And though this could very well be the other way around, the moon's shift into assertive Gemini via your intimate 8th house of mergers, shared resources, and energetic exchanges will likely inspire everything from the need for emotional connection to a desire for physical touch via your one-on-one connections. The truth is, with the moon's ruler, Mars, sitting alongside Venus in Capricorn via your flirty 5th house of love, passion, and pleasure, there's no denying your magnetism at this time. Get organized. With Mercury conjunct Saturn in Aquarius, you may find that it is extremely easy to stay on track. As a mutable earth sign, you tend to weave in and out of your projects with a flexible diligence. But today's conjunction will have you mentally focused on one thing at a time, which is perfect if you need to focus on a major obligation or task. Since this is Aquarius energy, consider going about your routine or project a little differently than usual to break up the monotony of your workday. In the middle of some very active skies but at a fairly low-key point in this financial year, the moon is making its monthly visit to your financial sector. In the short term, this is fueling your financial instincts and imagination while delivering valuable clues, hunches, and insights. Yet with the sun just 16 days away, this is a chance to prepare for some of the most active months of this financial year. Don't get attracted to someone who could have power over you. Dating bosses is never a good idea, no matter how cute they are. You may be needed by everyone today. The aspect at play has a way of making people more emotional than usual, and they tend to run to the nearest person to help process the uncomfortable, the challenging, the downright scary. You may experience your own deep feelings welling up, and it's important to take time out to notice what's going on inside of yourself. Here is an ideal scenario. Prepare a nice dinner for your loved ones and take a long walk afterwards. This is a great day to get things tidied up and organized. With the essence of this day happening, applying a little elbow grease will probably feel good for you. Along with added energy toward working, you can expect to feel mentally sharp. Being able to come up with space solutions or ways to be more efficient will come to you much easier than usual. Whether it's at home or at the office, make the most of these helpful benefits. The moon might return to your career sector every 4 weeks, but its return today couldn't come with better timing, and not just because this will put it here in the heart of the working week. The moon returns in time to ensure your professional instincts are sharp as Venus not only spends her last full day in your work sector but as Mars and Saturn align here. This is a day for sensing what's possible, and that includes your own ability to move mountains if you have to. Before leaving an adventurous part of your chart today, the moon will form a friendly aspect to Pluto in your romantic sector, something that once a month brings the spirit of romance and adventure together. This comes just a day before Venus is not only due to return to your relationship sector but become part of some magical developments. These are special times on both the romantic and relationship fronts. Our eyes in the sky. Because Moon is in Gemini, you can lead with your intellect rather than your emotions. Instead of leaning into what you feel, you can take thoughtful action toward building a new dream. However, this luminary occurs during Mercury retrograde, which means that our plans may take more time to come to fruition. The lesson here is to be patient and not focus on how long it takes for our dreams to become real. In addition, past drama and situations could resurface now. The skeletons in the closet may come back to shake us up one more time before they're put to rest. Dealing with past emotional upsets is key because the more we talk about things that are painful, the less of a hold they have on us. Letting others in can be easier than before, and it's essential to the healing process. Talk about your problems and listen to what your heart wants today. We are aligning with the north node of the moon's evolutionary impulse to assess data differently, to counteract outdated biases and beliefs with critical thinking, and to engage with the planet and its people through a more inclusive and curious lens. However, the ruler of this lunation, Mercury, is retrograde and in alignment with the moon, suggesting that first, we change our minds, then we change our realities. We may not feel the effects of this moon immediately, nor is it especially advisable to use this time for manifestation, because we are receiving cosmic downloads that may only be useful if we avoid rationalizing their significance, thus diminishing their importance via reductivism. This is a moment to stay present and open, to watch for synchronicities, and try to stave off anxiety. Solar moons often correlate with earthquakes, and we might feel agitated and distracted as gravitational forces work their magic upon our bodies in a similar fashion to their pull on the earth. Be sure to drink plenty of water, breathe deep, and meditate if you find yourself feeling overwhelmed. In the late morning, the moon squares Neptune in Pisces while separating from its moon degree, leading to disillusionment. Eclipses give us much to process, and we might feel uneasy and unable to focus. Essentially, we have been through a sort of initiation, and because the Moon-Neptune square stimulates our intuitive faculties, we might be picking up on feelings and sensations that are not our own, but those of our families or communities. If you question whether you are assessing a situation correctly or not, give it time. It will be better to wait for the energy of the day to settle down before making critical decisions based on incomplete information or vague hunches.